Hi everybody, this is Teacher Ann, and I'm excited to read to you another story from one of my favorite books for teaching English, Road to Work, Applying and Interviewing, written by Ronna Magy, published by the New Readers Press. And today I'm going to read another story about somebody with a job. This one is called All Sewed Up, S-E-W-E-D. All sewed up. So sit back, relax, you can close your eyes and listen. And after I finish the story, I'm going to ask you some questions about the story. Paragraph number 1. When Robin was 8, she learned to sew. Her grandmother taught Robin to sew dresses for dolls. Robin learned to sew by hand using a needle and thread. She also learned to sew on a sewing machine. 2. When Robin was 20, her friend Susan opened a dress shop. Susan asked, "Do you want to sew clothes for customers?" Robin said, "Yes." That was how Robin got her first real job as a dressmaker. 3. Now Robin has her own business. She works from home. Robin has been a dressmaker for 30 years. Robin loves to sew. She alters clothes. She hems skirts and pants. She makes clothes that fit her customers. 4. Robin has a sewing room. In the sewing room, there is a sewing machine, an iron, and a mirror. 5. Customers stand in front of the mirror and try on clothes. Robin pins the clothes on the customers. Later, she sews the clothes. 6. Spring is a busy time for a dressmaker. In May and June, there are a lot of high school dances. Robin may alter 8 prom dresses at the same time. High school girls love to stand in front of Robin's mirror and try on their dresses. 7. Robin is a successful businesswoman. She keeps a record of the fabric she buys. She keeps a record of the work she does. She keeps a record of the money customers pay. Robin started by working for Susan. Now, Robin is her own boss. I'm going to ask you some questions now about the story. In paragraph 1, it says how old Robin was when she learned to sew. Do you remember how old Robin was when she learned to sew? If you said that she was 8 years old, you are correct. Very good. Number 2. Robin's grandmother taught her to sew what for dolls? What did she learn? What did her grandmother teach her? Did her grandmother teach her to sew shirts for dolls, pants for dolls, or dresses for dolls? If you said dresses, you are correct. Very good. 3. In paragraph 3, where does Robin work now? Does she work from home? Does she work from a factory? Does she work in someone else's store? If you said that she works from home, you are correct. And what is Robin's job? What is it called? Is she a chef? Is she a truck driver? Or is she a dressmaker? I am sure that you answered that one correctly. Yes, her job is called being a dressmaker. And what does Robin do on her job? What are the things that she does? So in paragraph 3, it says that she alters clothes. The word alter, A-L-T-E-R, means to change clothes so that it fits somebody better. It might mean making the clothing bigger or smaller. She also hems skirts and pants. That means if somebody has skirts that are too long or too short, she fixes the bottom of the skirt, that's called the hem, to make the skirt longer or shorter, and the same thing with pants. In paragraph 4, it says the things that are in a sewing room, a room that is used for sewing. Do you remember what those things are? Is it a refrigerator? Is it a chair? Or is it maybe a sewing machine, an iron, and a mirror? And I'm sure that you answered the last 3. A sewing machine, an iron, the thing you use to make something nice and smooth, and a mirror, the thing we look at to see ourselves. Very good. What exactly does she do in the sewing room? So in the sewing room, she sews. And she pins the clothes on the customers, and she sews the clothes. Makes sense? Sewing room, she sews the clothes. Very good. And why is Robin a successful businesswoman? So some of this is from the story, but maybe also you have an opinion about that. And that might be something you can just think about or talk about with another student or a friend. In the story, she is a successful businesswoman because she keeps a record of the fabric that she buys. She keeps a record of the work that she does. She keeps a record of the money that customers pay. So she is very organized and she is very responsible. She has good skills in that she knows how to sew, and she also is managing money and her business very well. So that's all we're going to talk about today with this story, but I hope you liked it. And if you did, I will be reading more stories from this book, Road to Work, Applying and Interviewing by Ronna Magy, next time that I'm on this YouTube channel. So keep learning English, everybody. I'm Teacher Ann, and I hope to see you again soon.